channel. Today we're with Wesley, and we're going to be working on his 2018 WRX. We're going to be pulling the motor. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is taking off the front bumper because we don't want to damage it at all. I mean, granted, you don't have to take it off, but start off by taking the air duct that goes there. And then we're going to take off these little fasteners, and then we're going to have some around here somewhere, like that guy, maybe. We got the battery out. Wesley is working on taking the bumper off. Taking a little bit longer because he had a license plate relocation, and these are wires on it, so he's disconnecting and making sure everything's all squared away. I took off the charge pipe to the throttle body and covered the hole right here. What we're gonna do is drain the coolant next. He has this beautiful coil rad right here. Alright, while the radiator is draining, we're going to be taking off this coolant reservoir. And what you're going to do is there's this little tab. You want to twist it towards the outboard of the car. And you just press it in right here. And push down, rotate it back out, and then pull it up. There we are. So while I'm going to be working on the aero separator, Wes is working on taking off the belt. He has the socket and breaker bar on the tensioner, separating that off right there. And the aero separator has coolant lines associated with it and other hoses that connect to the PCV system. So following this catless J pipe, there's an O2 sensor that needs to be removed. This is a line coming off the brake booster that connects to this boost reference line. Make sure that's disconnected. Everything's labeled. The aero separator is completely disconnected from the engine. What Wes did was just take off the connection to the fuse box from the alternator, and then disconnected all the plugs associated with it. It looks like this plug right here. Plug that went to the AC condenser, and a few other plugs that was associated right here. Let me go around, put it over, and we have it right here. What Wes is doing right now is taking out the AC condenser.
Oh, we might have to take out the other one. Oh, just kidding.
Oh, no, you're good.
I lied.
All right.
I'm not professional.
We don't want to release any of the Freon. So we're just setting the AC condenser off to the side. Try to plug up as many of the openings so we don't get dirt and debris into the motor. The AC condenser bungeed off to the side right here. We're gonna take off this charge pipe right here. It's going to the turbo. Those two bolts right there. And then it comes off to this clamp right here. That should be freed. And then we're gonna start working on the bell housing bolts, taking off the pitch stop. So the connectors to the ECU, there's 3 of them, and they go to the engine. So these 2 spots are 10 mils. You can take them out, or you can use a Phillips PH3. After you unbolt it, I like to flip it up, and then what you do is you press down this button here, and then you can rotate it like a lever, right? And it rolls back and it pops right off. You can do the next one. Just make sure you do it from the bottom first, and then go to the middle, and then to the very top. Some of them can be a pain in the butt, like this last one here. So here we are on the back side of the motor, driver's side. These two heater core lines, we had to take them off, loosen up these clamps. Used a pair of channel locks to take them off. Underneath here, Wes is taking off the hardware for the engine motor mounts. So now that the motor's out, we're actually going to be replacing the throwout bearing. That one's the old one right there, and then this one's the new one. It has a sleeve that goes over the input shaft, and here it is. Okay, this is the input shaft, and what happens is you take the sleeve and you set it on that, and you push it all the way to the back towards the case, and then you use set screws to hold it in place. I'll be making a separate video on how to do all that later. And also make sure you take off your fuel lines, because I was a dummy and forgot, and the one that came off this flex fuel sensor actually ripped off. Here's the line. It's the blue end is 3/8 and this top end here is 5/16. It goes to this high pressure fuel pump. Ripped off, and it broke the insides here, so I'll have to replace it, unfortunately.